What's up, y'all? So it's currently almost 3:40 in the morning right now. But for some reason, for whatever reason, my body said wake up. So I'm like, okay. Okay, I don't know why I'm up, but obviously I need to get up. I would like to be asleep. I just want to point that out. I would like to be asleep, but for some reason my body said wake it up and go do something, and my brain and mind is just like go back to bed because I got to be up at 5:40 at the latest. So now I'm just up and I started to clean. Here I'm cleaning my phone right now. I haven't been feeling the greatest these past couple of days. Today's Monday, technically. Monday early morning, 3:30 in the morning. But around Thursday, I started not feeling the greatest. I'm not actually sure why I don't feel the best. Still trying to figure that out. So I'm just kind of like cleaning everything down, just making sure I want to say pinpoint the reason of why I don't feel good. It could be a number of things. Just being out in the environment with different people every single day, that definitely can add to the problem of why I don't feel good. Because, you know, people be coughing and sneezing everywhere. I need to build up my immune system back up. I'm doing laundry right now, so yeah. I figure I'd do something. So just laying in bed, scrolling on whatever. So yeah, here we are. Got my water. I figured I'd just, y'all gonna get what y'all get today. Y'all gonna get what y'all get today. I figured I'd just do something while I'm up. And I have remembered that during this time, people call this, like, what's it called, angel hours. Like, there's obviously a reason of why you're up in the middle of the night for obviously no reason, or you would think no reason. I actually had woke up around 2 something. I don't really know what time it was. It was probably around, it ain't been that long. It's been close to about 2. Close to about 3. But 3 a.m. Before I went to bed, I was just thinking of, you know me, changing my life again. Changing my life all over again. Doing something different. Doing something completely different. Why? I don't know. But for some reason, the same reoccurring theme keeps popping up. I got on TikTok and it was talking about, I can't remember, Michelangelo, I think it was Galileo, one of them. But they said that he had so many projects, I guess, undone because he just went from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next. And you would consider that person to be, you know, in modern times, a person that can never commit to one idea. But if you know, you know. If you know, you know. If you understand it, you get it. I get it. To me, I was just like, that makes sense. Like, yeah, like, why not? It said that before he was 26, he tried a bunch of different things, and he never made, like, I'm trying to assume right now, I can't remember exactly what he was saying. Before he was 26, he tried a bunch of different things, and he never came upon that one thing that made him memorable, I guess. And I think it was because of his art that made him memorable, whatever project he had worked on. But most other people, by that age, they had already created tons of work. But for him, I guess, because he did things that were special to him, he was just like, oh, it's cool, it's fine, like, I'm just, just running my own race. I'm not worried about everybody else's race. Like, they created all this work, that's nice, good for them. But in my own right, I came up with some things that are pretty cool too. So I guess, I don't know, for me, I'm back there again. So one of the thought processes that keep popping up for me, especially not too long ago, I feel like it was like maybe a day or 2 ago, was that I was told and I was sold an idea. And because I didn't know no better, I bought it. Like, I didn't know. I bought a plethora of ideas because I didn't know. If you don't know, you're not gonna know. But once you know, now you know. So right now it's just kind of undoing all the thought processes that I was sold because I didn't know. One of those ideas in particular was pick one thing and stick to it. I was on, well, I ain't going, oh yeah, I can. I was on a podcast and we were talking about one subject was one thing somebody had mentioned was the fact that people in certain industries have been in the same place for a very long time and they never chose to go out of that. And a lot of times I be wondering, like, is that because you wanted to be there, or is it that somebody told you had to be there? Because a lot of times for me growing up, I was told, oh, go to college, get a job, get married, have kids, buy a house, do all of that extra stuff. It sounds good in theory. However, you got a lot of people, especially in this economy, they don't want to buy houses. They don't want to have kids. They don't want to go to college. So how is it possible for them to be their best if they don't even want to do what it is that everybody else is telling them to do? And the answer for that is, you could do what you want to do. You just got to figure out how to do it. Some years ago, I said, and I wrote this on paper, I said, I want to travel to a new year, a new city every year and live. I wrote this down. I wish I still had that paper. I really wish I still had that paper. Like, I mapped it out so well. I wish I could show y'all, like, I mapped it out so well. I was like, all right, I'm gonna do this. Like, it was something like, I'm gonna move here. Let's just say LA, because, everybody know where that is. So I was gonna move to LA, stack my money, and I was gonna work. And then when that year is up, I was gonna move to Miami, hypothetical. Move to Miami, stay there for a year, stack up, move to Chicago. Stay there for a year, stack up, move to New York. Stay there for a year, stack up, move to Memphis, Tahiti, Guam, move somewhere. It don't even matter where. But I was told a couple of things. One being, how you gonna do that? And two, there's no stability in that. The problem with being a person that has grand ideas is a lot of times, and it's no shade to nobody else, but other people can't understand why. And a lot of times I don't understand why. I really don't understand why. A lot of the thoughts that I have. A lot of the things that I want to do, I choose to do. A long time ago, back, I want to say, was it 2015, I had got fired from my job. I was working at Kroger. And I still had another job too. I was working at LA Fitness. And I was like, you know what? I want to do something else. I want to start a business. So I did it. And I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to do it, but I just kind of like figured things out along the way. I haven't like, had massive success. Tried to figure it out, which, most successes, I guess on average, they say it takes about 10 years to be an overnight success. And next year will be 10 years. I think I started around 2015, so next year will be 2025. So that'll be 10 years. Do I regret the time? No, because I've learned a lot. Would I do it over? That was also another question that somebody asked me, like, within the industry. Now I'm also in, like, would you do it over? I'm like, yeah, I would. And I would, and my rationality would be, at least I tried. Most people can't even say that. Most people cannot say that they tried. They tried to figure it out. They did what they wanted to do, and they were like, it didn't work out. Let's try something different. That didn't work out. Let's try something different. Along the way, you're going to figure out what's good for you, what's not good for you, and that's literally the point. So I guess I say all of this to say, I think I'm coming to a point finally. Moving forward, and I've already said this before, but sometimes you just need a reminder. Sometimes you really just need a little reminder. I need to go to bed. I need to go back to bed too. Sometimes you need to kind of sit back and think like, dang, I have done all of these things, but it's also okay to try something different. It's also okay to try something different. My 9 to 5, my regular 9 to 5, is training people to do what I do. So with training other people to do what I do, you meet so many different people from different age groups. You got younger, you got a lot older, you have retired, you have fathers, mothers, wives, husbands, college kids. You got an array of people that come here and do what you do, and a lot of times they're starting over, or they're at a midpoint, or they're trying to build something. And it's like, it was no good situation for them to be there. They were just like, let me try this. Let me see how this works out. And hopefully, you could take this and you could build with this. Some people are looking for an actual career. Some people are just using that space as a stepping stone. And whatever the reason, the reason for being there, nobody's incorrect. Nobody's really incorrect for being there. And I think for me, that's just kind of where I've been the entire time. And I guess also getting my footing somewhere and getting started to move to something different. Management, if you're watching this, just ignore it. Ignore it. I don't think, in my opinion, our lives are meant to live in one specific place. I don't think our lives are meant to continuously do the same thing over and over again until you're dead. That's just me. I mean, if you feel something different, like, good, kudos to you. But I just feel like we aren't supposed to do the same thing forever unless that's something that you literally enjoy. Like for me, my art I'll never stop doing art. Like I'll probably be doing YouTube videos forever. I just enjoy that form of art. Like I love doing videos, I love doing photography, I love painting, I like starting new things. Like I've done Turo, I ain't gonna tell you everything I did, but I've done a lot of different things. Everything has not worked out, and part of that reason is because sometimes you need help, but you just don't know how to ask for help. Sometimes you just need to try a little bit harder. Sometimes things just are not for you. Sometimes things are just not for you, and you just gotta be okay with that too. So when I say things aren't for me, I wouldn't say a lot of things aren't for me, because I have great ideas, but also I need help implementing them because I don't have enough time in the day to do them. I don't have the capacity to do them. For some reason, I feel like I do, but I don't. It's not all the time. I'm gonna wrap this up because I really actually do need to go to bed. Regardless of what my body's trying to tell me right now, I need to go to bed. It's almost 4 o'clock. So anytime I wake up in the middle of the night and I have something on my mind, I guess like I just talk to y'all about and let y'all know how I'm feeling, and y'all could just tell me what y'all think. Or if y'all got something to talk about, let me know. I ain't got all the answers, but if there's something that y'all would like for me to talk about, and we could do that. If you got something to talk about, we could talk about it. And my pajamas, no affiliation. I just like them. I guess the overlying message is if you got something that you really would like to do, work on it and solidify yourself in that space. Or not even solidify. Work on it, and when you feel like you need to move on to something different, just move on. You ain't got to feel stuck. You ain't got to keep doing the same thing over and over again if you really don't want to. You could change it whenever. I bring up this book a lot because that book came along when I really needed it. There's another book, I wish I could find it. I think I let somebody borrow it or I let somebody have it. I want that book back, but I don't remember who I gave it to. If you got here, I want my book back. I ain't gonna get it back. It's okay, y'all can keep it. Dang it, I can't remember what it was called. But this book, I'll talk about this one. This book came about when I really needed it, and I wish I remember like what time period it was, but I really needed it at the time. Basically, the book is about, once again, I'm giving y'all a synopsis about this book. The book is about this kid that went on a journey. Like, he left his home with his parents, and he was just like, look, I think it's about time for me to go. And he left, and he went to go, what he called, find the soul of the world or something like that. And along the way, like, he learned a lot. He learned a lot about life and what to do, what not to do, being able to trust somebody and not to trust somebody, paying attention to different signs and being aware of different things that go on, staying committed. That's basically what I got out of it. Like, staying committed to an idea, your idea, not an idea that somebody else gave you. Be committed to your idea. What is your idea for your life? You can change it whenever you feel like it, but have an idea. And he kind of figured it out. However, upon figuring it out, you still ain't gonna figure it out. Why? Because life is not meant for you to be in totality of figuring things out. Like, once you figure it all out, what else do you have? What do you have left after you figured it all out? Nothing, in my opinion. Because if you do, what else is there? Once you know everything, what else do you have? What else can you learn? Like, what else can you do? What else can you possibly do if you know every single thing? That's no fun. That's no fun. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up. I really wish I could remember that other book though. Give me a second, let me try to remember. I just found it. How to Make Your Life Worthwhile. I don't remember what that book is about, but I need it. That's what it looks like. How to Make Your Life Worthwhile by Emmett Fox. Practical instructions in successful living to help achieve real health, happiness, prosperity, greater security, and peace of mind. I'm gonna have to go to Half Price Books tomorrow and see if I can find it. But So what happened was I was trying to get my life, it was 2015. I was trying to get my life on track, and I was getting there. But now I'm gonna tell y'all the story another day. But I was getting there, but I was messing up still. It wasn't too bad, but I was trying to get on track. I ended up starting back to school, so I got fired from Kroger in January, close to my birthday. Was it January? I think it was January. Yeah, it was like 2 weeks before my birthday. No, I think it was on my birthday. I got fired on y'all birthday. Anyway, January around my birthday, I got fired, right? Right after that, I decided, like a week later, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna start a clothing line. So I ended up finding, it's a long story, but I found this book. I'm gonna post this, well, save this for side note. I'm gonna tell y'all that story another time, but I found this book because I was downtown after I messed up my car because I got into a car accident and I found out I didn't have insurance. That was when I found out I needed insurance, but that's neither here nor there. Make sure you have insurance on your car. I was downtown and I stopped at a bookstore. It's like, let me see what kind of books they got. Random. And yeah, I found a book and it was this book. And I was like, wow, I needed that. So I finished it and then I got my life back on track right after that. So yeah, it was a very important book. I will tell y'all more about it later. Right now, I need to go to bed because it's 4:15. 16. Yeah, y'all have a good night or good morning wherever y'all are. And that's all I got. That's all I got. But y'all be easy though, alright?